A Florida man is facing federal charges accused of threatening to kill staff members at the Council on Islamic Relations right here in Michigan.
As Fox News' Amy Lang explains, he had run-ins with the law before.
Investigators say there were several calls over the course of several days that came in here to CAIR's office in Canton.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
It was really scary. He was laughing maniacally, like it's something right out of a horror movie, quite frankly.
It was early December when the phone calls started.
Why are you in my country, mother? Go back to Palestine. You're an animal. You're an animal. You're violent. You're a killer. You're a rapist. I'm gonna kill you, mother.
He left, I think, a total of 5 voicemail messages, all of the same: go back to Palestine, why are you in my country, I'm gonna kill you. A lot of cursing. It was actually terrifying.
Amy Ducouré is the staff attorney with CAIR, the Council on American Islamic Relations. She says the frightening calls were coming from a blocked number.
We had no idea who the person was, where he was calling from. We had no idea if he could have been around the corner, he could have been in the parking lot.
They called Canton police, who stepped up patrols and contacted the FBI.
There was about 3 weeks where nobody was working from the office because we just were uncertain as to what was going to happen.
But now they know who was behind the hateful phone calls. 72-year-old Michael Shapiro from West Palm Beach, Florida, is facing federal charges for threatening to kill Muslims here in Metro Detroit.
Luckily for us, no violence was perpetrated against us, but there was threats of violence that echoed language that was coming out of, Israeli propaganda, calling Muslims animals.
Certainly since October 7th, we've seen a rise in hate crimes against Muslims and Jewish folks. So we are remaining vigilant so that we respond to them all.
U.S. Attorney Dawn Eisen says in January, Shapiro was charged with threatening to kill a member of Congress and their children. In 2019, he faced charges for threatening other politicians as well.
We need to make sure that our communities feel safe and that we're remaining vigilant, especially in these times where hate is our climate. We're in a climate of hate.
Shapiro could face 10 years in prison for each count. The staff at CAIR just grateful investigators are taking the situation so seriously.
It really does send a message that, hate in the United States will not be tolerated. If you, pick up a phone and you call people with hateful messages and threats of death and violence, you're going to face real life consequences for that.
In Dearborn, Amy Lang, Fox 2 News.